There's a popular belief among drivers that if you turn off traction control, your car suddenly becomes a wild, unleashed machine with more power, more acceleration, and more speed. People imagine the electronic nanny stepping aside, and the car magically gaining horsepower. But the truth is much more complicated, and in most real-world situations, turning traction control off makes you slower, not faster. Let's break it down piece by piece. What traction control actually does. Traction control isn't there to babysit you. It's a system that constantly monitors your wheel speed and stops your tires from spinning uselessly. Because when a tire spins, it loses grip, and when it loses grip, your car can't accelerate efficiently. In simple words, traction, acceleration. No traction, just no speed. This is why modern performance cars, like the Nissan GT-R or Porsche 911 Turbo, use extremely advanced traction systems. They're not slowing the car down, they're helping it launch like a rocket. Fact 1. Excessive wheel spin. Slower acceleration. If your wheels are spinning, your car is not moving forward efficiently. That's physics. Rear-drive muscle cars like the Ford Mustang GT or Chevy Camaro SS are perfect examples. Turn traction control off, hit the gas, and you get a cloud of smoke, noise, drama. But your 0-60 time becomes worse, not better. It feels faster, but the stopwatch doesn't lie. Modern traction control is designed for speed, not safety only. Older systems from the 90s were aggressive. They cut engine power instantly and ruined acceleration. People hated them, rightfully. But modern systems, especially on performance cars like the BMW M3, Audi RS5, or Toyota GR Supra, are completely different. They allow wheel slip, just the right amount. They optimize traction, engine torque, and wheel speed hundreds of times per second. Human drivers simply can't match that precision. Fact 3. Track drivers turn it off only for a reason. Here's the part where the myth gets a tiny grain of truth. On a racetrack, an expert driver may turn traction control off because they want full control over weight transfer. They need the rear end to rotate more aggressively. They're driving on warm tires and a predictable surface. But that same driver will tell you this. Turning traction control off makes the car harder to control, not faster, unless you already know what you're doing. Even professional drivers keep systems like Sport Traction or M Dynamic Mode on for most laps. Fact 4. Traction control prevents power loss, not speed loss. Many people mistakenly think traction control limits horsepower. It doesn't. It limits useless wheel spin so you can actually use that horsepower. Imagine running on ice. You can move your legs faster, but you won't go anywhere. That's what happens when you disable traction control in the wrong moment. Fact 5. Real-world conditions make traction control essential. Street driving is unpredictable. Cold asphalt, gravel, dust, rain, uneven pavement, all of these destroy traction instantly. Cars like the Subaru WRX, Volkswagen Golf R, or Mercedes-AMG C43 rely on traction control to keep acceleration consistent in real conditions. Turning it off might make sense in a perfectly controlled environment, but on the street, it almost always makes the car slower and less stable. Does it make you faster? Turning traction control off doesn't give you more speed. It doesn't give you more power. It doesn't make your car magically better. For 99% of drivers, turning it off simply means more wheel spin, more wasted power, more risk, and slower acceleration. Does traction control kill fun? Sometimes yes. Does it kill speed? Almost never. If your goal is performance, leave it on, or at least set it to a reduced sport level if your car offers it. If your goal is smoke and noise, turn it off. Just don't expect to win any races.